Yo, everybody, what is up, and welcome back to another episode of the APF podcast. Episode 143 is I, the most phenomenal man that shocked the system, aka the coach.
And this your boy going forward. Hope you guys have had a good day. It's almost the end of the day, really. First day of the weekend. Got some nice topics. Let's get right into it.
So, before we get into the usual, I just want to say, I walk in right. I walk in the subway, do doing my weekly, my bi-weekly buying. Uh, I walk in. Tell me why I see this little ass girl with all this makeup on. I'm like, it's Subway, bro. This ain't no what you call it? This ain't no Applebee's, no Chili, no. There's some other rich ass places that restaurants, but nonetheless, this is a place where you get sandwiches, not no steak, not for steak 48 or Texas Day Brazil, bro. What's going on here? That's literally a waste of makeup, in my opinion. But
Some people want to look good all the time, and they put that much makeup. You never know. That's probably a person puts some makeup like that all the time. It's not just because of that. You know, usually that's the habit, no matter what. So I think that's probably what she normally does. I don't know. I mean, what makeup was made to keep women looking, obviously to enhance their beauty, because most women are ugly when they wake up, and so they have to put makeup. I just don't think you probably have to put the amount of make too much. There is such as too much makeup. Okay. But yeah, I mean, to go into a subway, ain't nobody going to see you in the subway. Them people out there trying to buy a sub that's already
exactly,
overpriced. But
yeah.
that's what she probably does, and that's just weird to say the least.
So so Deji and Alex Wasabi,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I didn't get to see the fight. We don't got to see the fight,
Well,
but
it was
what I
like
was
10.
expecting was Deji to actually win. Now, now I have to watch the highlights to see what was going on, but somehow, some way, Alex Wasabi actually did the unthinkable and actually won his fight.
Deji sucks ass. That's what we need to just like. Deji got split. It was by split decision. The
Split.
week,
Okay, wow. Okay, so
yeah,
he did
split
not.
decision. But the man literally said like, "If I lose here, I'm done." And then right after you lose, he's like, "I'm trying to get I'm trying to fight again." Like, I get it, man. You don't want to like end your life. You don't want to go through like the rest of your life being known on the internet as like you can never win a single match. I mean, I don't know how many other people are willing to fight you, bro, but I mean, but he lost to that boy Wasabi out there. He lost to him, took that L, um, which was interesting. He lost just after Black History Month. He had to lose. He is now man.
Oh my god! Don't even bring
Like,
that up.
KSI man, he took his he took his one whatever that tie
he took
was.
he took two W's in his dip.
Yeah,
Mayhem.
I mean the second W against Logan Paul was low because I actually thought Logan Paul actually probably would have won if he didn't hit him in the back of the head like he did. He probably would have
Yeah,
won, but
yeah, he would
him in
have.
the back of the head, uh, that clean, and it really affected him, and that what made him lose. And KSI gets a walk off, doing his thing. He ain't ever trying to fight again. But Deji's like what, like 0-5, like sheesh, man.
Yeah, yeah,
I hear trying to, man. He out here Jerry Weston out here, shit, losing every time. Lost to Jake Paul when Jake Paul couldn't
when the
fight.
brights are light, you just can't perform.
Yeah, man. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fight again. I'm like, you're stupid. Just you know what? You need to find somebody who really sucks ass to beat them.
Fuzi too. Get him. Get that man.
Didn't
Get him.
Fuzi too like do some headbutt and cheese or something
I
today?
don't. I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know he did that. I was like, okay.
I read it on Keemstar. Keemstar's Twitter because he has so much time in his hands. He can actually follow the drama of these under 20, these near 30-year-old people. Like, I don't know, man. The dude's like 40 something following this shit. Me, I'm 25. I have way
Bro,
better things to do.
we're like in our mid-20s, and he's worried about some shit, some beef, some
Yeah.
common beef, man.
I mean, look, it's his job, his life, anyways. I mean, he wasn't.
Which is
I mean,
understandable,
it's
but at the
his
same
job.
time, it's like you're gonna have to realize that at some point in your life, you're just not gonna have to worry about what other people are doing. If they're
Yeah,
not your,
man.
if it's not your company, if it's not your group of friends, if it's not something that you started, then don't worry about what they're doing. But I did not know that Fujitsu headbutted somebody in a
Yeah,
box.
it's on Twitter. If you type in Keemstar's Twitter, you'll see the bunch of tweets. I know he did say so. When I read his tweets, he did say it's kind of rigged because somebody won who really didn't win. I know Minicon fought somebody. I think he
Isn't
lost.
it? Doesn't everybody say it's rigged? Like that's the norm. That's the norm
I
of
mean, yeah.
of anything, even basketball. Well, I mean,
I mean,
basketball can be rigged too, but
basketball
everybody
could be
says
rigged,
rigged.
but these are way more rigged because these are influencers. They're more than willing to actually rig this shit for them to win, like the all the time. So I can get why people say that. Basketball, yeah, yeah, only one time. The most rigged thing ever. The most rigged thing ever was the Kevin Durant, literally 3 steps cheese
Oh my
out
god,
of bounds,
he was back, he
which
was out of
which
bounds like
which
crazy.
I'll never forget is the funniest thing ever. Just literally watching this man with his gigantic feet take 3 real steps and the refs not even looking. Like that has to be a 30 for 30 on that moment. Like what?
That was literally the bird box challenge. I'm
Like
talking
they
about
had,
he was so far behind the line. It was like you could see it from all angles, and they didn't catch that shit,
yeah,
and
it's
they
crazy.
still lost that game. They
Yeah,
still
it's
lost the game,
crazy.
but I mean, what can you do? That will be a forever bird. That will be forever what you call it?
It's forever going to be a moment in the history of. Oh my God, they're all a bunch of cheaters.
It'll be a moment called how did he not see that,
Yeah.
or like how did they not see that moment? That's what it should be a compilation. But that was a rare moment. How the refs did not see that he was out of bounds. Like anybody could call that. Anybody could see that. Everybody in the whole arena saw he was out of bounds, and that ball was still in play. But
Oh yeah, Minicon got robbed. Yeah. Vitality fought Fuzi too and got and punched, got hit by 3 times and called a draw.
you might as well
Like,
do MMA, not boxing.
yeah,
Using his head, and trying to
this,
headbutt motherfucker.
this is just ring. It's just wrong. All right, well that's about it for that farce.
So I want to talk about Kenny Chow versus MK. The House of Highlights is doing a Creator Classic 1v1 tournament where games are to 11, and the games 1 and 2 are 11. Last game is a 7. This has been going on for like 2 months now, and MK is like the villain in this whole Creator Classic, and like Kenny's like the hero. And everybody wanted Kenny to win. So what happened first game? Kenny got blown out 11-0. It was just bad. MK played his game. He did. And then the second game is where everything went downhill from there. MK said he wasn't going to play physical like that. They said okay, and he ends up playing physical. And then Kenny let his emotion get the best of him. Then afterwards, he just stopped playing. He literally just threw the ball off the backboard and quit. He quit on the court. He let his emotions get to him, and at that point, nobody cared that he got blown out. They only care that he just stopped playing. Now, if it was you or me, I'd be I expect us to be pissed at each other equally if that happened to us. What, to just stand there and just let him win. He didn't even try. He just let him win.
Who didn't try? Who didn't try?
Like Kenny Chow, you know,
Why is he not trying? Are you trying to win? What is this?
because yeah, but his emotions got the best of him. MK was playing physical, and they said he wasn't going to play physical. So
Wow, that's interesting.
so at that point he just stopped complaining because he thought MK wasn't going to be physical like that.
Here's my thing: if he should start being, he should start putting something in his chest, man. If he's
He,
gonna
he
start doing
did,
all,
but then he did at first, but then he stopped.
you know what? Kenny stopped
Yeah, Kenny
doing
stopped.
that. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
Kenny
know.
stopped playing physical.
That's why I don't believe in. That's why I only play 5v5. I don't play 1v1. People get
That's
weird.
why.
People get weird. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna play physical, man. And then who knows? He may. Well, I don't know if he was losing or if he
No, yeah,
just
he was
default.
losing.
Okay, then that's why he started doing that stuff. So then I would have just started put. Yeah, I would have started being real physical until I tell. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" I'm like, "Hey, man, you thought you're not gonna play physical, man." And since you were playing physical, I started putting this shoulder in your chest. And you're like, now you mad. So that's your own fault. But hey, I don't know if I guess he lost and
Yeah, he lost.
'cause he
He
wasn't
lost
even
like
trying.
he lost the 11-2 that second game, so it didn't even go third game.
So yeah, that's his. So he lost both games or
Yeah, he lost both games.
oh well.
He
Well,
lost
that's
both games 22-2. It was
anyway.
that bad.
No, well that's too bad. Number one, he's already small anyways. He really should he should be trying to do. Chris Paul does damn near everything to win. I don't know why he ain't trying to do everything. Chris Paul do every little trick, shoving
I
you
mean,
everything.
we have to see. We already know that Chris Paul is more mentally tough than Kenny Chow. I mean,
Yeah,
Kenny
Kenny
anything.
Chow Kenny Chow, from what you just said, basically quit because the guy wouldn't do. If the guy doesn't do what he's supposed to do, then it's time for you to change the rules, which means it's time for you to get a little bit physical. He bothering you, man, push that man. Push him in. A little push. They ain't go call foul. That's all they do anyways, one-on-ones. That's where they're annoying. They call fouls anyways. So you start pushing that man. Put a little chest on him. Do something. Drive in his chest. I don't care how big you are. Okay, if I'm driving in that chest and I push, you're going to be moving back. Like, come on, man.
And that's what MK
People
was
out
doing to
here.
Kenny. But look what happened. After Kenny started playing physical back, he quickly just stopped and just let him score.
So Kenny started playing physical, then let this guy, then stop
And
doing
yeah,
it.
he started playing physical for a little bit and then just stopped. Like
And then he doesn't.
just didn't do any just barely did anything
And
afterwards.
then does explain, and then he does another video talking about why I stopped playing physical, I guess. And
Yeah. He put he's basically apologizing afterwards, like a day after, and made a whole video about it's not okay to quit and he should have kept playing even though he was getting destroyed, which you should because you're and it's also 50,000's on the line also.
he put
So
$50,000.
yeah, 50,000 was also on the line if for the person that won the whole tournament.
Wow.
So
Oh,
that's
this is that 1v1 league or whatever.
yeah, that one on Creator Classic for House of Highlights. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they playing for a chance to win 50K. So MK doing that whatever he got to do to get that 50K and he
Yeah.
did it. I mean,
So lame. So lame.
and what I don't. I mean, me personally, I don't really agree. It's just when you see somebody just stop playing, just like mentally just or out of it. It's just like it's just sad to see. It was just sad. Like he just sat there and did nothing. It
Yeah,
was like
it's yeah.
it was like MK didn't even want to score because he wasn't trying to at least give him any kind of resistance. But he just had to get the game over with because Kenny was
Yeah.
mentally out of it.
Well, that's his problem. Mm-mm.
And
Oh
now
man.
he got another game against K Showtime, so he got to win that one. He
Oh,
has
what
to.
he was eliminated?
Yeah, no, it's their last. That's the last game he got to play.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I don't know. Has he? Let me see. Has he even won? Let me see. Has he even won a game? Uh
You won the
oh.
game?
So let me see. No. Uh, no, I don't think he won.
He hasn't won literally anything.
No, yeah, I don't think he's won the game.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know he lost to Chris White. I know he also lost to MK, and then K Showtime is his last chance to get a W.
Well, good luck to him.
Yeah, because he's gonna need it. Shit.
Yeah, he's gonna need it. His small little self. He is. He looks
Yeah.
so small.
So
Mm.
Kate, some people have DeMarcus Cousins, man. He turned back the clock, dominating.
What did he do? What game?
He dropped 31.
Did Nikola Jokic like not play?
Shit, I
Or
don't know.
I mean, I know the only reason I asked is obviously because he's off the bench. I know there was a game where Jokic didn't play the fourth because they're up so much. I was just wondering what this game with DeMarcus Cousins was because scoring 31 points come off the bench is impressive, obviously. And it's a good showcase for him.
Oh no, he never played.
Yeah. Oh, so maybe it was all was he? When was this game? Yesterday or?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
I mean, all right, quickly. I wonder if he was either injured or they're just doing a little rest
I
day.
think I think he was probably resting.
I mean, he doesn't like to rest. I know that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're gonna need it because
yeah. His first 30-point game in 4 years.
damn.
Yeah, he had 31 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals on the block. So, mm-mm. Yeah. Houston was small. Yeah, they're a small team.
Well, all they got Christian Wood, so
Yeah, man. Woo.
well the present. Not even the Lakers are going to get probably whacked by the Golden State spammers.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Golden State's been in a little bit of a rut, but I think it'll be a nice close game. And
A little dip that is not going to affect y'all because y'all just top five while my team can't even get in the top eight. So
ooh, I wonder how many people are gonna watch that game. Yeah. I mean, we've been losing. I still think without Draymond is starting to impact us. Defense has not been as good. Our offense, even though we have all these shooters around Steph, teams are still doubling, and we're not taking advantage to force them to at least think about not trapping him. But it's a good. It's gonna be a good game. Obviously, the Lakers are gonna be a nice team for us to beat the brakes in if we can. Really beat them up. Because you guys can't play no defense. Yeah, LeBron just a walking what's it called?
well, I
Open.
mean,
He just opened the door for you. He says, "Come here, score me." He does that one a lot. Westbrook can't play defense to save himself. Who else? The only
forget
guy
defense. He can't score.
Oh well, yeah, because he can't shoot. I mean, the only way he can shoot off the backboard, he's got that patented backboard cheese. But apart from that, it's gonna be a nice, good game. Um, what else? Anything else? Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, Ring of Honor got bought by
Oh yeah,
Tony
yeah,
Khan,
yeah.
so he owns their entire library. He owns obviously the brand. He has all the superstars now, and he can do whatever he wants. Some people believe, eventually he's gonna make either his own streaming service or give it to HBO Max or whatever. Uh, we also found because I listened to a video about it from where they talked about that WWE was looking to buy them, but WWE was didn't want to pay whatever that price was, as well as WWE's more about profits than anything. Everything's all about profits, which is understandable. When you're a company like that, the billion plus dollar business it is, and so if they probably bought Ring of Honor will probably like all the superstars will probably go. because WWE is not really in the business of developing talent.
No, no, they're
You
not.
know, they're really in the really if they can't develop you quick enough, they'll just kind of kick you to the curb. And they're also ain't going to try and develop the Ring of Honor people there, you know, because that costs money, and that does not help their bottom line. They're trying to make money, not lose money, and you lose money. You really do when you're trying to develop somebody in any kind of business. It costs money, and it's not going to be a instantaneous investment that you're going to get return on. It takes time. You don't get that return, you know, immediately. So if you're not willing to do that, I wouldn't buy anybody uh, at all. But AEW, they're going up in the world. They're doing all that stuff, so they're more than willing to. Tony Khan, I believe, is probably either as rich or more rich than Vince McMahon is more than willing to make money. I mean, we all know he's been operating on a loss in AEW since day one. He just has. I don't. Who knows how much he needs to actually start being in the green. It took WWE for years for them to be in the green. They just made their biggest profit this year, anyways. Okay, and it's not viewership, baby, because the viewership sucks. It's like 2 million people, not like it used to be. So I like what they did. Good for Ring of Honor. I know they. Oh yeah, WWE wanted to buy New Japan Pro Wrestling and the other.
I think they
Uh,
wanted to collaborate with them, but
yeah,
I
well, in the
think
video I watched in the when we were going to school with our third brother, we were watching because he had the video on. I was listening. They wanted to buy New Japan Pro Wrestling, but New Japan Pro Wrestling didn't want to sell to them because they were popping off, right?
yeah, because New Japan Pro Wrestling is like is late. I mean, I've
Yeah,
seen some of their matches with their top stars. I mean,
yeah, and
that show is
then
like top tier for
yeah,
sure.
and I know that WWE unfortunately wanted to buy Ring of Honor when Ring of Honor was popping, which was about late 2018. They were popping like they were making their shows were selling out, people were watching, so they're like, no, we don't want to sell. So wrong time for that. But yeah, WWE's been trying to look to buy some of these other big brands outside themselves, and either they don't want to pay or they just got them at the wrong time. But AW very impressed with their buying, and I love to see what they're going to do. Are they going to implement the shows together, or what are they going to do? You get all these wrestlers, they're going to have to increase the times of their shows. Most of their shows are 1 hour shows.
That's why they have
So
like three different shows, like AEW Dark, and then the regular
yeah,
show, and then some other
yeah.
show. That's why,
Yeah, one show's 2 hours, the other shows are a single hour. So we'll see what they'll do. Because their pay per views are insanely long. They're like 4 hours long or something.
yeah, it's like they're maximizing their talent to put them on display and show them, for them to show the world that they are actually about that in wrestling. That's something
Yeah,
that you don't get in the WWE. WWE,
and we,
you don't really get it like that.
yeah,
They
I mean,
it's only like only even the women, even now, just now the women are starting to get their shine.
yeah, but man, WWE has a lot of useless women though. You've got like Mandy Rose is fucking useless, man. Like she's just eye candy.
That's
She's so
really what
hot.
it is.
It pays to be that hot because you look what it gave her, man. She really didn't do much main roster. Now she can just be the NXT champion. Don't even know if she really can wrestle or fight, but it doesn't matter. She's really hot. We need eye candy, and people like to watch her. That's
It's
why they
like
hired that new thick white girl. Like she's gonna be the future because she actually can wrestle. With that, rather than she actually looks like she's got some moves over what's her face, Mandy
oh
Rose.
yeah, I was I would say you got to test. I would say you got to test Nikita Lyons against somebody that can actually match her
Hmm.
move for move, or can actually wrestle, like somebody like a Raquel Gonzalez or Io Shirai. Like those people are very established wrestlers. More like Raquel Gonzalez can actually match up with her because not only
See if
are
she
they
can,
tall, not only are they big, but they actually
yeah,
are like around the same size.
yeah. See if she can actually handle the actual wrestling. She can actually, go move for move and actually really, really, stay with her because That's one thing. Like they had Sonya Deville, and I was like, this is fucking
Oh,
lame.
is this? Oh,
That
that
that girl
that
hasn't
match,
wrestled like
that match
yeah,
yesterday was just disappointing.
she hasn't wrestled in 2 years. I was like, she hasn't wrestled in 2 years. Why would you ever do that?
Well,
But
actually, no, she wrestled like a month ago.
oh well, she's only done two matches in like 2 years. Oh, wow, yeah, she's only wrestled like two times in 2 years, man, because of an injury. So I just don't know why they had her wrestling. But
We have to also see that Raquel Gonzalez lost her women's title to eye candy that
yeah,
hasn't really shown that she's worth it for
and
that title.
I bet her friends got involved in it too. You know,
No, well, mm, no, they actually did. It
they
was her.
actually did.
It was her enemy, Dakota Kai, that screwed her over.
So somebody got involved because that's how Mandy Rose can win. Because Mandy Rose
That's how she
obviously,
won the title. Yeah,
yeah.
she's
I'm not
actually
surprised.
doing pretty decent on her own until that happened.
Yeah, I mean, they, because I'll be honest. Look, okay, on the main roster over there, like none of the women are that very good looking, or anything.
There's
NXT
only a
seems like
select few that can actually wrestle.
yeah, like look, they actually can wrestle there. Okay, they all can actually wrestle. True. But part of it is you gotta look good. And I'm just saying, some of these women on NXT are much more attractive, much more delectable. Yes, they're not only about the looks anymore. They obviously care about the wrestling too. But you have to have a nice blend. And they need some of those new girls on there, except Mandy Rose. We've seen her before. Like some of those girls, I
Yeah,
hope eventually
we've
get a
seen
real
her.
shot
We've seen her basically do absolutely dog shit, and she got a women's
yeah.
title match at Fastlane 2018 or 19 against Oscar and lost that one miserably. I watched it. She got demolished. Not even 5 minutes into that match, and it was already over. That's how bad it was. So for her to go through that transformation
I
to
mean,
NXT,
you know,
I'm
maybe
but I also will say that Karen Cross is like by far my favorite there. And he's by far my favorite. And then he got moved to the main roster, and then didn't even get to be on the pay per view. And then now he's gone. But he is in the game
oh
though,
yeah,
which
he's
I am excited. I am excited to see. That's why because
yeah, he's a yeah.
I was gonna be pissed if
That
he
game's probably
wasn't.
been done for weeks.
I mean, yeah, that game's been done for like a minute probably. So
Yeah, it's been done for weeks,
and
probably months.
and
So
Jeff Hardy's no more words, bro. I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be playing that man like crazy. Oh,
yeah, yeah. I mean, the game they've already put in most of the wrestlers. I mean, they're not gonna remove them or anything. So I mean, shit, they would have a hard enough time fucking putting any kind of putting
they
arenas
have a
in.
hard enough time already changing gameplay year from year, throwing the same BS and then upgrading the graphics like what NBA 2K does.
I just
But
think it's
this
hard to
year,
change. I just think it's hard for you to change gameplay mechanics of any game. Like once you get a good once it's pretty good, I mean, there's just really no reason to change it because you know it works so well. Now for games like for sports games, yeah, I mean their gameplay needs they have to really try to change it just because after a while it does get pretty stale. Madden's been kind of the same Madden forever. And that's why people want 2K to actually get a chance to make a game. But I mean, shit. I mean, would you really
they
want?
did.
I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, they can. They're making a what an arcade or arcade kind of NFL game or football game or whatever. I think I think that the companies in sports really need like a competitor, man, because I think it would actually improve the games. Like EA don't gotta improve much. They haven't really improved Madden. Like what? Like they not they've not Madden is still the same thing. The only difference between the Maddens on next gen and the former
Rosters, graphics.
yeah. Like
gameplay
gameplay needs to
features.
change. The only gameplay features that change is they made if you're on PlayStation 5, you play Madden 22, your characters are basically slower and much more realistic. That's the only difference. Apart from that, it's literally the same game, same throwing, same everything. Like I remember, in like Madden, you can't. I remember in NCAA football, you actually had a, a button where you could actually try to dodge or make or get sackers miss you. You can't do that. Like, what is that? Like in real life, it's not like you sit there and get tackled. The only you have to pray that if you get you missed a sack because of your of a rating or something. But like I remember in NCAA football, I love actually using my right stick to like make a character kind of do like a juke in the pocket
Yeah, yeah.
because you
I
can't do that.
also did that. Also, I remember that.
It was like a
Uh,
feature they talked about. Like,
yeah, but now it's just the same shit. It's the same ish.
yeah, you have to hope that you miss, and it's you have to hope. But yeah, it's it's interesting.
And for WE, like, my experience through playing, I think like past games, they didn't have a they didn't what you call it they didn't have a CPU literally like stalk you when you're in a triple threat match. Fatal
Oh
four
yeah,
is Fatal Four is different, but now they literally stalk you when there's two people, and I'm always sitting there like, why are y'all going for me? Y'all literally walking next to each other. This doesn't happen in video. This doesn't happen in real life,
yeah,
where where they end up turning on each other anyway. So what is going on here? It's like every time I go outside the ring and then they fight each other. It's like I don't shouldn't have to do that when they're in the ring, going at each other. But that's something that I would personally like to bring up to them, because if you watch triple threat matches, if you watch multi-man matches, we're all going against each other. That's how it is. We team up at the start, and then we have to go against each other at a certain point, because what we want to do is win that match at the end of the day. And if I have to go through a game where I get literally stalked for like 5 minutes straight, trying to compose myself and trying to get my stamina ready, and then get my reversals up, and then go start fighting, then that's kind of slowing the gameplay down. That's kind of weak. I shouldn't have to run away. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to run away and wait for my stuff to go up. I shouldn't have to do that. But but video games in fantasy land is different from wrestling in reality land. So
yeah,
I hope I, Madden needs a major update.
yeah. I think they've been an update for years.
Yeah,
Like
because it's like
all
it's like the
sports,
same thing
you
over and
know,
over again.
yeah, like 2K. I know the only updates they kind of do is maybe mess with the dribbling. I don't know. I mean, okay, but I do like the shot meter in 2K22 way more than last year's though, than the year before. Their shot meter in 2022, if you play enough, you'll really get used to it. You can really start greening like crazy. Because it's you can there's a real timing to that thing. But I really think they do. Horizon Zero Dawn, game's done. You know, it was a good game. It was a good game, good ending, everything. It's an improvement over the other game, that's for sure. But
Now, if Last of Us can actually, it's always my dream that for Last of Us to actually be the second version be actually better. Something like Horizon Zero Dawn.
yeah,
Throw
well,
out a
that
DLC,
didn't happen. The game,
but
the Last of Us Part Two is a better technical game, obviously, but the story is not
with a
better.
shitty story.
The story sucks. So
It's
to
terrible.
me, story is very important. And since the story is cheeks, that game literally sucks. So that's the truth. Hopefully the TV series, once it actually adapts season two, the second game, they actually do some changes. Hopefully they do some changes to the game, to the actual story. I really do hope they do that, because a lot of times, a lot of these people, these companies, if they do kind of adaptations of their games and they're involved, they actually are like, yeah, we're going to change this because we want to see what happens. maybe this is, and see if it works. Kind of like how you know, I watched a movie called I Am Legend. The Will Smith movie is kind of is about uh, zombies, and they're making a second movie with him and Michael B. Jordan. And I guess this movie is going to be based on the alternate ending they had before, where Will Smith's character doesn't die, doesn't sacrifice himself in the ending in the actual movie, because in that second ending, in the alternate ending in the I Am Legend movie, he brings out the zombie or vampire, I guess, if you read the books too. I found that they're actually called vampire. They're more of like vampires in the books. The books and the movies are the movie is so butchered compared to the book. You have to read it. You actually find out the actual ending in the book is weird. But in the movie, he brings her out. It's a woman zombie, and the dude zombie's like, okay, save her and shit. He's like, okay, it didn't say save her. Shit, he can only yell and scream. But you find out they actually still have humanity in them. Like they have relationships. Like I guess they have kids and all that. And he's like, he saves her, and then he like lets her live, lets him live, and like I'm gone because he tried to kill him. I guess they've been trying to kill him throughout the entire movie, and so I guess that's why they're going to continue. That's how they're going to continue the movie. That was the original ending, anyways. They had to put that second ending because people hate that ending. But yeah, I can't believe he's actually making a movie. Will Smith is notorious for not doing sequels. He does not like to do sequels for anything, because
So he doesn't want to be in that repetition.
yeah, it is what it is. Like some people are not sequel people. They don't like to do sequels. I get it, man. Yeah, I don't want to do a sequel either. You're like, yeah, I do sequel after sequel, but that's what he's gonna do. And so that's another big story. It was a big thing because I Am Legend is one of the more popular movies that came out during the early 2000s. Like that was the movie that made him. That was the movie that really changed people's opinion of him, because he really all he could do was basically act. There's no big action sequences or anything. He had the mannequin dog, and he just had to act with that dog, and really not a lot of words, because in the movie you don't say a lot of words so that the zombies don't come after you. And he people liked his performance, so that's good for him. So that was a big thing. And what else? What else? What else? What else?
Uh, Not really. There ain't really nothing else in
I
my.
mean, today, oh yeah, today is the big. I don't know. Today's the big Destiny. I'm sorry, yeah, Destiny Day. The new raid came out. That's why I've been watching these teams out here, doing the raid and stuff.
Oh
People,
yeah. After you finish that, I got a little something that I seen
okay,
earlier today.
okay, yeah. So, will you pay for another Deji box pay per view? If y'all think, well, that's your problem. That's
Oh
the
no!
problem.
Oh no! If
Well,
he's lost so much that it's like I'm wasting money.
yeah,
I'm
you'd be
wasting
wasting
money
money.
to see a loser.
Yeah,
Even though I fuck with Deji, but I gotta be real, man. I'm not wasting X amount of money to watch you lose, bro. If I want to
hmm
do that, I'll just go watch your old fights.
yeah. Well, Destiny, yeah, they've got the, they've got oh wow, these guys actually gonna beat this boss. Oh shit. Okay, all right, that's it. Yeah, wow, I'm about this team may actually beat the boss. Oh my god, they're burning him down. Burn him down. Oh my god. All right, I'm done. Anyways. Oh, they were so close. Oh shit. Damn,
So,
man.
what I seen earlier today at Walmart was this computer. So triple X computers are what like you're gonna get like what an i3.
His computers are his computers are specifically built to stream and play games at high fidelity, and they're inexpensive to me. So yeah.
Even though it's i3.
I think he has I don't think it's only i. I'm not. Well, if there's i3, I'm buying anything over i3, like i5 and above. That's what I'm buying, anyways.
Yeah,
And they can be financed if Yeah, they can be financed. So that's what I'll do.
because I seen a computer at at Walmart earlier today that was like close to my gym. That was like
Mhm.
569. And it was like an i3 with 3060 graphics card, and I was like, what? They got an i3 with a 3060, and it's from Asus. That I don't know about this one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, bro. I was tempted. I was like, okay, let me think it over. But then I'm like, you know what? Why am I gonna get a freaking i3 if I want to potentially stream?
Yeah, I
The
see.
i3s to me, you can't really do anything with that. Even
Hmm.
though what's in there is built that decently enough for the price, but and I streaming off of i3 is like the worst thing that you can do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I was not gonna go ahead and I was just gonna go ahead and let that go because that's just not the move. I don't think anybody in history would go ahead and just say fuck it unless it's a computer that's like a unless it's a computer that you just do whatever. But if you're trying to take streaming serious and if you want like something better, then that's it's not the computer in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean, you should get i5 or above,
Yeah,
obviously.
that's what I'm definitely doing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. What else? Well, let me see here. So yeah, Westbrook. Yeah, Westbrook is gonna start, obviously. Westbrook, Monk, Reeves, Johnson, James. So yeah, it's normal. Clay Thompson gonna play. My boy Clay, we're gonna win this game. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. That's not nothing much, Just seeing, I'm just eventually gonna have to get on here and play some Destiny, and watch these guys on my phone. Wish this stupid computer that should work.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's it. That's gonna be it from us. So, with that being said, this has been another episode of the APF podcast, episode 143. It is I, the most phenomenal man that shot the system, aka the coach, signing out.
And it's your boy going for. I hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast. If you do, please give us a like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Click that button down below for all the links in the description. And yeah, man, that's it.
If you knew, we out of here. Ah!
Later.